When the line froze, what did I see? A bad motherfucker standing next to me with his eyes closed, told he can't see. Trying to follow orders, just go on and be free. Be free like a bird, so today I'ma fly. Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Be free like a bird, so today I'ma fly. Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Yeah! Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die.
I'm a bad brain Bruce Wayne in the fast lane, couple J's in the ashtray style, motherfucker. Tattoo back, man, see the rap name, take a bath in the champagne. Wow, motherfucker. Straight from the block, dog, ducking shots, walking to the stove, $1 for a black a mile, motherfucker. Blew up as a rock star, so I'm top floor, throwing drinks on a cop car, foul, motherfucker. The only number calling up my phone is from a dealer, swear that dude will not leave me alone. Casinos when I pick up, I'ma cop a couple zones. And my girl know I ain't fucking till she roll me up a cone. I be keeping freaks in the home, yeah, Apollon, yeah. Gold teeth like the no, yeah, keep them on, yeah. I be Rolling Stone, yeah, I should be on the cover with my middle finger screaming, I'm a bad motherfucker.
When the line froze, what did I see? A bad motherfucker standing next to me with his eyes closed, told he can't see. Trying to follow orders, just go on and be free. Be free like a bird, so today I'ma fly. Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Be free like a bird, so today I'ma fly. Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Yeah! Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die.
Hey, Kid Rock, that's a bad motherfucker. Young Kales, that's a bad motherfucker. Oh shit. Detroit, y'all some bad motherfuckers. Cleveland, y'all some bad motherfuckers. Okay, I'm reaching in my pocket, gotta count them in $100 bill. I can snort a rock or I can spend it on the pill. I be with some models that just flew in from Brazil. When they give me pussy 365 days a year, bitch. I'm the type to never go to sleep. I'm the type to break a couple motherfuckers' teeth. I'm the type to drop a hit of acid on the beach in front of Baltimore, scream, fuck the police. Do not get it twisted, this is not an image. There are legends told about the nights I'm in the building. It is not a question whether or not I'm the trillest. Every bitch is pressing me to get some cum on their acrylics. 1.5 million for my record deal, and now I got the feeling I can finally give a fuck about my parents' marriage healing. I'm about some mirrors just to put them on the ceiling, so when I wake up I see the realest motherfucker breathing.
Be free like a bird, so today I'ma fly. Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Be free like a bird, so today I'ma fly. Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Yeah! Bad, bad motherfucker till the day I die. Yeah! Bad motherfucker till the day I die. Bad motherfucker. Bad motherfucker.
Hello. What is up? Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong X button and didn't close the music and close the live stream. Never will be a professional at this, never claiming to be. What's up? Good to see you, Charlie D. Yeah, we don't need this bullshit with Jen Bailey over there. She is such a weirdo. Like, first and foremost, I just want just hey, AMD, I went off. People think that I am new to this community, but I have been in the bushes for 6 years and I'm coming out more and more. Hey, Boomer Babe, no problem. I don't know. I guess I don't know. You said something to Cooch about Jules. Listen, I'm not a pro Jules person by any means, mainly because I was thrown, anyways. Um, she kind of threw me to the wolves last year over, she freaks out and she defriends people. I didn't deserve it any more than KK probably deserved it. Except for one thing I will say is that I have never made money off of Jen like the KKs and the others. So there was never that aspect for her to get mad at me for. But, you know, Jules is the least of the catalyst of this, and Jen just won't get off of her dick. So I kind of understand Jules freaking out yesterday. Not taking Jules back by any means. Okay, but I'm gonna call it like I see it because that's how I fucking do it. Jen, she shouldn't worry about who reads reports. She should worry about what's in the reports, right? I like that. I agree that. I agree. Like I said, I'm not a pedophile. I've never been accused of being a pedophile. I've never hung out with people who said they fucked their siblings. I don't roll like that. Okay. She wants to sit here and listening to her last night on Deadly's, like, my kids. It sounds like 2023 again, Jen. And no one gives a fuck about your kids. You don't give a fuck about your kids. You clearly said that. And then you're arguing with people and saying you didn't say that. You literally said, and the clip is on Sophie's, where you said, I don't give a fuck about my kids. You don't care what your kids fucking think. That's why you're with who you're with. That's why you've done what you've done, and you should just own it. Your kids are grown adults. They don't depend on you. So if you want to say fuck them kids, say fuck them kids, but own it. Own it. You can't sit here and say I didn't say something when you said it. All right, and you hanging out with people like Deadly and William is real fucking gross. When you're sitting there trying to defend your fucking kids. So you think that Deadly and William is the place for you to go when people are attacking your kids? And yeah, I got a little sick of the fucking hypocrisy last night. So I don't know if it was Berlinetta's or Paula's channel. I think it was Paula's. I said, fuck Jen and fuck her kids. She doesn't give a fuck about what people say about mine. And you know what? It's funny. You brought up Jamie, Brett, and AC. They would have never mentioned my motherfucking child if I hadn't have had your back, you stupid fucking ugly cunt. You selfish, self-centered, big-headed, big foreheaded, dumb bitch. Like, I would have never have dealt with Jamie, Brett, and motherfucking AC in a negative light. I had no problems with them until I fucking started blindly defending you for some fucking reason. And I have stopped doing that. But they still come for me. They still talk about my kid's accident. But you know what, Jen? My kid's accident was just that. It was an accident. They're not going to go dig and find 20 fucking thousand calls on people calling the police on me and saying that I'm doing anything wrong. Okay? And you say ignorant ass stupid shit. And I've told you that you say ignorant ass stupid shit. The things that you critique people for, like Sophie for, you're insulting your whole fucking audience. Most women go to Ulta. They sell drugstore fucking makeup, you dumb, stupid, fucking boxed in bitch. You not go outside and, fun fact, they have Ultas inside of Target. So pretty sure that's when Sophie goes to Ulta. She does it all in one trip, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a stalker like some people, but I just assume, you send me, you're so weird. She's so fucking weird. I'm sorry, Amesy, and yes, it was on accident with your baby boy. It was an accident. It's nothing like what is being read about her. I don't know where this paperwork came from, but I would love to read it. I don't even know what a run report is to this fucking day. She does say ignorant shit. She says very ignorant shit that insults everybody, not just the person that she's saying it towards. If you have a big forehead, I apologize if I've just insulted you. So does Jen. Yes, and my little one is more than okay. He has flourished, and like I said, it did more good for him than anything. I mean, no one wants their child to fall out of a fucking window, but he was uncommunicative, nonverbal, and now he's talking. I mean, it all stemmed from that accident. It was a blessing in disguise. He also thinks that he's fucking invincible, so there's that. But that was a scary fucking moment in my life. And it's been used against me quite a bit, mostly because I've had this stupid bitch's back. And I'm not going to be going back and I'm blocking you right now. I don't want you fucking calling me. I don't want you fucking texting me. I don't want none of that. I'm done. Until you want to fucking denounce Deadly and William, you fucking bitch. You're fucking gross. You're stupid. You're sitting here saying you want to defend your children. You want to defend your children. But then you go on a panel like that, blocked. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to deal with you. They are very much similar. I've always said that. I think that's always been pretty obvious that Jules and Jen have always been on the same even keel. And, all these... Amy, the run report is basically Jen's police reports. No, yeah, I know, but what would that be? That's not a FOIA, is it? Like, do you call, how do you get one of those? So you just contact the police department and say, hey, I want every police call that this person ever had at this address, and then just send it to you? That's weird. But again, you could do it to me. You could do it at any address I've ever lived at, and you ain't going to get the kind of shit that you're getting with Jen. I asked her straight up, why do you and your friends call the cops so fucking much? It's weird. And it is weird. Yeah, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it at all. And it triggered me last night that she's on their panel crying about her kids. First of all, your kids aren't being involved in any of this. But if you have police calls going back and you have reports on you of people making allegations against you, and it's public record, and the people on the internet that you seem to not want to get the fuck off the internet and stop fucking with, they start reading that shit, and you start crying about going legal and getting people arrested, that's when I'm going to back the fuck away. Jen said she got them sent to her overnight. Yeah, she said she got them sent to her overnight. She also said that she got the where they were sent to recently as well, and she said it was West Virginia, but couldn't support proof of that. What is that you just dropped in here? What did Muggsy just drop? No one has talked bad about her kids. She doesn't need to defend her kids. She needs to leave them out of her fucking mouth as much as anyone else. What they don't want, and the reason why they got fucking ROs on her, is because she couldn't stop mentioning them on the fucking internet. She did pretty good for a while, but now she's back to the whole leave my kids alone thing. Jen, shut up. Just seriously. And it's not even a dig at William and Deadly. Like, they know who they are. They know what they have said. It's more just a dig at her idiocy. Like, you don't go on a platform where people attack people's kids and say, my kids, my kids, my kids. It's not even like an anti-Deadly or anti... I don't know how to fucking turn it off. Someone help me. Hold on. Let's figure this out together. Okay. YouTube Studio. It's called Playback, right? Why the fuck? Is it something that YouTube cut? All right. Videos, live. Customize. Or details. Public. No, it's not made for kids. Then customization. Hold on. Live chat replay, live chat summary, live chat translation, leaderboard, live reaction. Slow mode is not on. And it says redirect and trailer. Where the fuck can I turn it off? Under clips, there's nothing. Under copyright, nothing. Earn. I mean, might as well turn monetization on. Save. What is mid roll? Okay. Analytics would have nothing to do with, so it would be under customization. Live commentary. That's a weird one. It says participation mode. Anyone, subscribers, members, or live commentary in little brackets, approved users. What's that? To edit moderators, blacklisted words, and more from your community settings. Okay, let's try that. Content controls, comments, messages in your live chat, none. Post in your community. That's bullshit. We got moderators. What the fuck? Let me check with you guys. I think you have to do it in the stream settings. I think I have to do it before I go live. YouTube does need to stop making things so damn complicated. So I think it's something that I could have. Okay, so next live, I will definitely go in and adjust it and try to not have that, because that is annoying. It's annoying for me. I don't care if people can reply. I don't care if people can rewind me or anything else. But anyways, where was I with Jen? Oh yeah, I don't know. The whole Dudley and William aspect. You know, Dudley and William are their own issue. But it's the hypocrisy for me. It's the stupidity for me. It's the I don't know what's going on. And what is with she can't drop the link because her internet is so bad? Bullshit. Unplug your fucking computer unless it's a desktop and go fucking sit by the fucking router. Get a goddamn Ethernet cord and plug it in. They're not trying to fix it. You're just like, I wonder what the fuck she does when she gets off the internet. Do you just like sit on the couch and just stare off into space and think about Jules and AC and Jamie Spitcup? And again, you know, she said something about my whole eat glass thing. Sweetheart, it is an expression. Just like I'm going to stay on someone's neck. I'm going to stand on your neck until I don't feel like standing on your neck no more. And you know what? Maybe you deserve that. Because you don't know how to shut the fuck up. Like, you just don't. And this the thing that irks me, it's really her computer. It's her internet. She needs to take her computer out of that corner of that motherfucking room and go to a more central location or move her router into that room or something. I mean, it's probably the house more than it's anything. And I don't know if any of you have seen, I remember Clint posted a picture back when she was in jail. And when he first moved in, and it's got like those really big, like wooden, like things on the roof. So I think it has very like thick, very thick build. It's built like me, you know. I'm just, but it has a lot of wood and it probably has a lot of metal, and it's probably blocking, you know. So you need to have an Ethernet card, or you need to have higher speeded internet. They probably have the $30 Lifeline account. You know, that shit's not good for streaming. I know that because I have the $30 Lifeline account, and it does suck for streaming. But I also got up and got an Ethernet cord, and, you know, moved around and got better internet. Now, when I was working from home, I had to up my internet. There was no choice about it. But if you try, you can find something. Or it's her. I think it's because she uses Restream, or I don't know. I don't know. I use something completely different. I don't use Restream or StreamYard. Like if I was gonna have someone up here, I could just open my StreamYard and bring them up, and then like we could do it that way. I have given Jen a lot of great advice, and she's never going to listen to you. I also don't waste a whole lot of time trying to give her advice. You know, isn't until as of late she's been calling me more, and I'll be honest with you, 9 times out of 10 I don't answer it. I just nope, but decline. Like, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm making a sandwich. Like, I ain't got time to talk about your bullshit right now. I'm going to make me a sandwich, or I have to go turn the lamp on. Like, decline. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to fucking sit here and play 2023 when you start defending your kids while you're also victimizing them. Like, just leave it out of it. No one is talking about your kids. They're talking about reports that are made on you, Jen. And you need to address that. And you'll have to address it as many times as you have to address it. Because you're on the internet. Doesn't seem like you're going to leave anytime soon. People are going to pull shit on you. It's going to keep happening. You got a large group of people who do not like you. A very large group. And you know what? I've had large groups of people not like me. Never to the extent that they don't like you. Because again, I'm not someone who has ever been accused of doing anything inappropriate with children. And I don't hang out with people who go around saying that they've done things inappropriate with children. You know, you're up there saying Jules started it. Jules started it. Jules didn't start shit. You started it. You went out and tried to find people to come at Jules for you. And you went and you found that I Am Frank guy. That is where AC came from. That's where Shiz came from. That's where Jamie came from. That's where it started. The fact that they decided to stay is their prerogative. It is not Jules' fault. And I've said this when I was friends with Jules, and I'll say it when I'm not friends with Jules. It was not Jules' fault that you went and found someone who had a bunch of trolls following them. And then they saw you and were like, oh, this is way better than this guy, Frank. And our other locale has fallen off. And so, yeah, they went over to Jules and watched you via Jules. And that's where they first got their taste of you. But in the end, if you hadn't been live, if you weren't on the internet, I mean, that's the only thing that you can really blame is the fact that you're on the internet. You're going to have haters. And it just is, it is what it is. I mean, you could maybe make a new page where you don't show your face and you just do like shopping content. I've considered doing that. And I was like, you know what? No, fuck it. I've worked on this channel for 7 years. Still might do it though. Not just children. Marianne, and then you say you can't essay a 300-pound woman. Yeah, I didn't hear her say that. Frank got off YouTube. Really? That makes sense. They were weren't they looking for, I don't watch Brett ever, but I heard that he was covering Jules and them yesterday. I never listened to the guy once. But I didn't hate what I was hearing though. He's pretty intelligent. You know, the guy hates me and I don't like him for the things that he's said to me, but you know, he thinks that I blindly support Jen. I don't know what he thinks about me because like I said, I've never watched the guy. Exactly. Well, she was white knighting for Frank and also trying to get Frank to white knight for her. Andy, stop it. You gotta get your neighbor to wrangle dogs. Okay. I gotta help your neighbor. Yeah, I got a dog to wrangle too. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. I was watching that. She said last night. I was watching some of it. I wasn't feeling so good. I went to bed early, but I was watching a lot of it. I was gonna come up there, but then I got really like I'm getting right now. Like, I just keep getting like these bouts of nausea. This little homie's got his foot in my fucking stomach or something. Whose voice is lovely? He said last night she deserves the money that Jamie yeah, I saw that. Why doesn't her kids get the money? The fuck are you talking about? Like, that just really like that irks me as well. She needs to get a lawyer and that'll change. She is wrong. Yeah, the majority of people get money from their donators. You have to have a community of people that are donating to you. That can be one person that you have, or one or two, a handful of people. And you know what? Jen has a handful of people that donate to her. You do. You've been biting the hand of these people a lot lately. But you do have a solid group of friends, and those are the same people that donate to you, Jen. I don't have a solid group of people that donate to me. I've never once had one person, except for TL back in the day, that was around regularly that donated to me. Do I come on here and get mad about it? No. Do I say my kids? You know, my kids have taken up a lot of fucking abuse from these breaths and these spit cups because I was friends with you. So whatever money you get, Jen, my kids deserve money. I mean, does that logic make sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me. No, tomorrow is the baby shower, guys. You can see the schedule live. It's for tomorrow. Yeah, yep. But you know what? It's YouTube. That's what people are on YouTube. A lot of people are professional eBaggers. That's what people on YouTube are. I don't get that at all. But hey, that's the friendship that they've had. That's why they've been friends with Jen as long as they have, is because they do forgive her. You know, and I've said lately that I didn't want to fight with her. I don't have time to fight with her. I don't really care, you know, but I'm kind of like, was listening to Sly as well. And when she said that it's not the cats that have been keeping her away, it's the fact that everyone's fucking retarded. I kind of feel that, you know, it's not really my pregnancy that's keeping me away. I just don't feel like covering half of this shit or paying attention to it anymore. Pregnancy or no pregnancy. I think it's probably made me a little tired and a little less likely, but I don't. Okay, again, William, this is Team Amesy. Okay, this is not Team William. This is not Team Jen. This is Team Amesy. No, I turned on Jen because your big ass mouth has talked about my motherfucking children, and it's idiotic as a motherfucker. Even you should say that it's idiotic for her to be on a panel with you and Deadly and be like, leave my kids alone. My kids, my kids, my kids. She don't give a fuck about people talking about kids because she's on a panel with you. She's on a panel with Deadly. You can't really sit there and preach my kids, my kids, my kids when she's got the likes of y'all surrounding her. And that's just the fucking honest truth. Deadly's talked about her kids. You've said shit. Like, you guys are shit talkers. Just like those guys are, except for you don't fixate on people like they fixate on Jen. You just say it about everybody, even people that have supported you. So, you know, why did you turn on me, William? Because I supported you more than anybody, except for maybe Jendi. I never bought you meals for a year. I also didn't know you were hurting for meals up until probably the last 8 months when I was pregnant watching you on Deadly's. I never knew you had it like, or you had it like that. Because I'll be telling the first one, when we first were friends, and if I had known you were hungry, I would have definitely bought you meals. Even now, I don't like hearing that people are hungry. Even if I hated you and I saw that you were hungry, I'd buy you a meal. So, Why did you flip on me, William? Why? Because I went over something that, it doesn't have anything to do with Dudley. You did it before the whole Sean thing with Dudley. Just wondering. Like, you have questions, I have questions. And exactly. It's not even about the fact that I don't believe that anyone's actually touched a child. I don't believe Dudley has, and I don't believe Jen has. Let me put that out there. But I don't think it's a good look for Dudley to be running around with Jen, and it's not a good look for Jen to be running around with Dudley, given they've both been accused of the same type of thing. It's not helping either of them. You know what I mean? And, one thing I will say is that, William, I have never called the police on anyone and ever said someone murdered them. But you know who has? That cunt Jen. You know to who? Me. You know about whom? My own mother. And, I let it go, Jen, and I let it go, and I let it go. But a deep down truth of it is, you're a really, really gross person. And people are going to figure that out about you. And these people are figuring it out about you. I've known about it for the last 6 years since I've known you. That's why I don't feel the need to go online and replay her and point out her bullshit, because it's like beating a dead horse. Sorry again, Paula. Like, I don't know why everyone has to keep beating on horses, but I had a horse growing up too. His name was Pork Chop. My mom unbroke him when I went and lived in Texas. I came back. He bucked on me. I think she got rid of him before my senior year was over, but I had him out throughout junior high and high school. Jen, or Dudley, no, Jen will never do the same for anybody. And I don't expect Jen to. I just want to make that clear, though. Never, 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 never once have I expected Jen to stay out of anyone's chat room for me. At all. Because she's not that type of person. She doesn't reciprocate. She does not give back what you give to her. Unless it's negative. Yep. Yeah, but one of those people, it's funny because one of the main reasons why I probably don't remember that live with Jules and Jen is because that was a very short window after my mom had passed away, between my mom passing away and then me finding out what the fuck shit Jen was doing. So I completely forgot I even went on panel with them, because it was all piled with all the shit that Jen did to me with my mom. So I had no memory of that. He is. And so is Dudley. Yep. Not just Berlinetta, about everybody. I don't understand. Jen needs to make her circle smaller. Like I said, she can't stop no, she's never been able to stop. Ever. I'm telling you, me and her used to go at it. I used to never come at her as much as like Jules and them do, but it used to be very back and forth with me and Jen for a long time. Yeah, I don't know why she goes up there with them. She doesn't. And she's like, but other people do it too. And it's like, yeah, but other people are up there and kissing their asses and taking their advice like a weirdo. Yes, you're right, Dudley. You're right. Like, the fuck are you doing? It's so embarrassing to be friends with someone who so has no self. Like, what? some of the things that I've heard Deli just snap at her, and she's like, "You're right," and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" That you're gonna go up there and plead about your kids, and your kids need to be left alone, and no one's fucking with your kids. Stop that shit. That's just the same shit as 2023. Leave my kids alone. Leave my kids alone. You said that so much to where they 2 out of 3 got restraining orders on you. Excuse me. I really don't know when that woman is asleep. She's online 24/7. I think that's part of her mania. Probably. During the day, I mean, I don't know. I assume that she sleeps during the day. I know that from what I remember, damn it, I lost another nail. I need like to watch some videos on like how to keep press-ons on because some people keep them on for weeks. And like maybe it's because they take a lot of baths and do a lot of dishes. I don't know. As a troll, I love all this shit that's going on. I'm sure you do, Chris Hansen, and I'm not mad about that. I understand Hamsey doesn't do stuff like that. I definitely don't call the police on my friends. Andrea knows low cows. Hillbilly saying other people tell lies is hilarious. Is that the real Andrea? Because you've gotten confusing. See, I don't know where your troll ends or where your troll starts. I don't. Like, I'm going to be completely motherfucking honest. Like, when you find out, let me know because mine popped off within minutes. Right? Yeah, right? I see like these like ads for like this like solid nail glue, but you gotta like, I don't know. It's definitely not the shit that comes with them. Or do the girls that wear them just constantly gluing them back on? Is that what they're doing? I don't feel like that's good for your nails. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. Like, and that's the thing. Jen's sitting here. Like, I try to tell her, I was like, Jen, I wear press on nails. A lot of women do, especially after 2020. You know, a lot of women do a lot of the things that Sophie does. You know, Sophie's getting $5 coffees at Starbucks. I don't even do that. I just go and buy the fucking full $9 fucking coffee and like start adding shit to it. Leave at like $15. Like regret it for the rest of the day, but it tastes fucking bomb. So like, I mean, I have a little regret when I walk out of Starbucks and I'm spent that much. I'm like, God damn. Then I drink it. I'm like, this is bomb. Fuck it. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, they use too much ice. It's gone. Like, I have a lot of qualms with Starbucks, but I don't have a problem with people drinking it. And I just think it's weird that Jen's so like adamant about that kind of stuff. Nobody Rufy has been with is allowed into trunk life. I feel that. I bet she does. Right? But then when you probably try to pop them off, they're like super hard to get off, probably. I do not get press on nails at Dollar Tree. I will I will be honest, no. Those motherfuckers, those I have bought them once. Don't. They're not worth it. They're not even worth $1.25. It's like taping like fucking plastic binders to your fingers. Anyways. John Wolf, let's eat. The fuck does that mean? Let's dance. Let's dance. But it's just funny. When has Jen gone online to have the back of anyone besides crying about herself? It's so weird. And I didn't even watch the whole thing last night. I can't believe how Jen twists everything that comes out of her mouth. I went in and said, and Cooch told me to shut the fuck up. I responded and told Cooch to grow up, and Jen stuck up for nasty Cooch. The bee is always going to touch on Jen. Now, she just is. That doesn't mean that she is at fault for everything that happens to Jen. Right? Bugsy is a feeder. What is that? Cancel. I am not sure what I am doing for dinner. Or not sure what I am doing for dinner. Bugsy wants to come watch you eat. Seems like he's come up with a new kink. It's hard because so many of us have spent so much time being behind the scenes talking Jen off of ledges, only to be dragged and ignored when she is live. Oh yeah. Is it true that whatever without K is a sex toy sales rep? I have no idea. Would that be a bad thing if she was? It seems like a weird criticism. Are you against sex toys? I feel like those that are against them have never used them. You getting cash apps for the baby shower big money? I have not checked my cash app. If anyone sent anything, like really bad at not having my notifications on. And I'm really bad. I need to still go through and make a list of people that have sent me money so that I can say thank you. I still want to know about Jen's secret bingo life. What the fuck is that about? Can you explain, Muggsy? Like, why do you give Jen money for bingo, and what is that code for? What is bingo code for? Or does she have a secret life where she goes and plays bingo? I'm gonna wait here silently until you answer the question. Chicken Alfredo's bomb. I like just Alfredo minus the chicken, but or with some like smoked sausage. I'm not a big chicken fan, but Alfredo is bomb. Decided on a name yet? I think so. I think so. I'm not sure. It feels like he's gonna be named once he's here, but I'm the name yeah. There's a name that I picked that everyone I'm like trying to convince AJ about, and so but then I'm a weirdo too because I'm naming him after a musician, but my first son's named after Elton John, so kind of like full circle. But we're thinking Colson Michael, and I can't remember the reason why AJ agreed to it, but it had something to do with Star Trek and someone's last name being Colson, or there being a Sergeant Colson. So he was like, I can probably get behind that. No, it's not Dawson Adrian anymore. No, and I just don't, as much as I love my friend Adrian, I wanted to honor her. I really wish that I had a girl, and I could have honored her with her name like that, but I just don't like the male version of Adrian. I don't like Adrian. Neither does AJ. We were like talking about it, and we're like, he's like, I really don't like that name. I was like, I really don't either. Like, even as a middle name. So the middle name's gonna be Michael, for my brother and dad. And then Colson is, I don't know, one music art, like I'm really into music, and one music artist that I have been like obsessed with this entire pregnancy has been MGK. I mean, I was obsessed with him before, but I feel like his music has saved me a lot of my like downtime. And so that's MGK's real name. Do I like Ari? Like Ariana Grande? Jen Bailey is a compulsive bingo gambler. Muggsy got Jen and Kira battling over her Tupperware. Yeah, I saw that Kira was found, so that's good. It's good to know she was just taking a break and she wasn't hidden or fell down some stairwell or something somewhere. Adrian, yeah, right. There's that too. I was like, ugh. Well, I don't know, and again, I'm not even set in that, but I think that's what his name's gonna be. He's got a history with minors, so I wouldn't recommend naming your child after him. Well, I'm not naming my child after him. I just like his name. And I haven't heard that, and I haven't heard that either. Why has everyone got rumors of like touching children? Like, Jen Bailey looks like a Tupperware person. What does that mean? Like, she looks like she was made into Tupperware, like not in a human, but like formed in Tupperware, birthed to the scientist. Coulter is nice too. Coulter? What are these names? Ari for a guy? That sounds very Middle Eastern. I don't know. And Dawson's still kind of on the playing field, but I don't know. I feel like once he's here, I'll know. It's so weird because Elton and Jamie, I mean, Elton's name changed a little bit. Jameson was Jameson from prior to being Jameson. His name was Elton Jr. So he never had any other name, and it was like set from the moment. But for whatever reason, this baby he's just going to have to be named once he's here. He's going to pick his own name. Like she throws Tupperware parties. Hosts. Instead of test tube babies, she's got a bunch of Tupperware ready. Ugh. Like Penny said, can you imagine smell? That's gross. Oh my God. But yeah, Jen can go fuck herself. By the way, what kind of last name is Killeran? I don't know. Whose last name is Killeran? What? Jen Bailey would look good with a wet perm? I don't know about that. Maybe if she like started rocking that orange tan again. She kind of did used to do the crunchy hair, didn't she? Didn't she guys? Do you guys remember that? I think she did used to rock like the wet curl look. I could have sworn when she was like doing her tanning, she used to crunch her hair. Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? Not Polish enough for you twins. I guess that was a dig at someone's actual last name. Andrea, can you please go fucking hang out with Jules and ask her about her experience with trains? And maybe go jump in front of one of those? No? Yes? Let's see. Is the Jen twin still talking? She was live for how long?
I heard her trashing me again. So, whatever.
Here, let's listen to her live. Crunch, crimp, laughy face. Jen needs to get help with her contour. She also needs some decent underwear. It looks like she's wearing Depends. It looks like she's wearing jail underwear. They're like 2 sizes too small. Like, Jen, you really need to like I don't know. Like, I understand the older I am, the less I like thongs. Like, I'd just be completely honest with you. But you can find comfortable ones. You don't have to wear like the lacy, uncomfortable ones from Victoria's Secret. Like, there's definitely comfortable thongs out there or stuff that just cut better. Let's see. She's tired of arguing with me all the time. Jen, I'm tired of fucking listening to you talk, but let's listen to you talk. Might as well. It's called Skinny Fat.
No, AMC, I can't drop a link. If you want to go start a live and trash me and that makes you feel better, by all means, AMC. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. If you don't want to be tied to me or my name being with you, that's fine, AMC. That's on you. AMC.
So again, no one said anything about not wanting your name to be tied to me, but I've taken a lot of shit from these people that are supposedly harassing you and your kids. And then you have the audacity to be on the panel with the people that are who have harassed mine. And then your excuse is, well, what about those people that have talked about your kids? Well, exactly. They probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for your stank ass. Hold on a second. She was just live a little bit ago. She did end. All right. Here, now I can listen and wait. Where the fuck are you? No, stop it.
Yeah, and what did I do? AMC, what did I do when people were doing that, AMC? I had your back, so don't come in here calling me a stupid cunt.
You've never had anyone's back. You don't go live for anyone but yourself. What are you talking about? Had my back? How? How did you have my back? Against who? Against William, Dudley, Spitface, AC, or Brett? Which ones have you gone live and defended me against? I'll wait.
You need to quit. Of course you're going live. Go ahead, AMC. AMC, what did I do when people were doing that, AMC? I had your back, so don't come in here calling me a stupid cunt.
You are a stupid cunt.
You need to quit.
Yeah, you don't talk to anyone like that. You know who you also don't talk to like that? Your fucking kids. And I'm 99.9% sure that you probably used to tell them to quit it. Who the fuck are you? You know, if you were my mom, I would got up and smacked you in your fucking buck-ass teeth, bitch. You quit it. Stop talking to people like that. You have no authority. You don't matter to nobody. Fuck you, bitch. Don't tell people to quit it. Because I'm 99% sure that's how you talk to all of your children, and they should have stood up and smacked you in your fucking teeth. You're lucky they just ignore your ass.
Of course you're going live. Go ahead, AMC. Make sure that I eat glass this time instead of you wanting to blow my brains out. Go ahead.
Oh. How about you go get a t-shirt, you fucking weirdo? Why are you wearing long sleeves in the middle of the fucking summer? Or it's not the middle of the summer. It's the beginning of the summer. It's not summer yet. Where I am, it is. But where you're at, maybe not so much. Still, what is with the like, and why is your neck so loose? Like, not your neck skin, like the neck of your shirt. Why is it so big? Go get a better fitted fucking shirt, bitch. Like, stop shopping at the fucking Goodwill and put it on fucking display like you're going to fucking Target. It's weird. I got this shirt at Vincent de Paul's, and I got these Uggs off a homeless man that I had to box down because he looked at me wrong. Like, the fuck?
Tired of it.
Tired of it. Tired of it.
Because AMC, if you want to get on Deadly about that, then you need to talk to Spitface and them too, because
they don't owe me shit. They weren't my friends. I didn't support them when they had no one around. You know, there was a time and a place where I used to be the only one in their chats, Jen. Far before you would fuck with them. Long before you would go in there and have anyone say shit. And when I was still in the Hive, I'd go in their chat. I left the Hive mainly because they were calling me out for being in Deadly and Williams' chat. Not they, but the bee. And I don't like people telling me where to go either. But I also wasn't up there, you know, screaming about my dead mama. And then Jules could have been like, fuck you, Amesy. They put a clown wig on my mom. That would have made more sense. That argument. You know, just being mad that I was there for just being there was a little ridiculous, in my opinion. So the fact that you're up there screaming, my kids, my kids, my kids, yet you're on a panel with people who attack children more than anyone else. I don't give a fuck about what Spit Cup does or what AC does. They are not continuously attacking children, including mine and yours. Right? They have also never told me to go eat a shotgun. Again, I don't watch them. Maybe they have. My bad if they have, but I don't think so. I don't think they've even told you to eat a shotgun. Maybe. They don't like you very much. But again, I wouldn't have to deal with any of those motherfuckers if it wasn't for you.
Fucking hypocrisy if I ever saw it. She's mad. I'm not saying that it's okay that anybody said anything about her unborn baby. I went to bat for her. That's part of the reason I don't like them. And then she's going to go live, and all them that don't like me are going to go in.
You don't know what hypocrisy means. The hypocrisy is you're being a hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite. I'm not being a hypocrite. Use words that you know what the fuck they mean, or use Google. It's not that fucking hard. Does anyone know how to make it stop fucking jumping out? So annoying.
I don't know how she was able to get cunt through. I've been there.
Magical motherfucking powers. That's how.
I've had her back. I've had her back. I've had her back. I've had her back.
How?
Nancy, shut up and stop it. I'm not going to argue with you today.
Yeah, why do you keep telling people to stop
I'm a pedophile. See, MC? I said I stuck up for you. Go ahead, read my
I've never been. No one's ever called the police.
See, that's how people are. It's like people calling me a pedophile and shit. I'm not a pedophile.
No one's ever. I've never said.
But I'll tell you what. I will never speak to you a day in my life again. You want to act like that? I stuck up for you when them fuckers talked about your kids.
No, you didn't. How did you stick up for me?
So don't say I said Deadly. It's just they said stuff too. What I'm saying is Jamie and all them have said stuff too. And then you want to come in and say you're going to read my room reports, and that I'm a cunt and call me a pedophile, MC?
Again, I don't have anyone calling the police saying that I fucking had anything to do with an essay or allegedly, not once.
Jules, you ain't no better.
Jules, you ain't no better. This is the problem. Why are you talking to Jules?
I cannot believe she just fucking said that, man. I don't give a fuck anymore. Why did you just call me a pedophile?
You're hanging because you're married to a guy who whacked off in the parking lot where your 2 minor children were sitting in the fucking house. That did happen, you lying sack of shit. I was there for it. I remember when it happened in real motherfucking time. Okay? You're the one that said that yours got a picture from him. You're the one that said he was sending flowers to 16-year-old girls that you had to intervene with. All that shit is because of you. And you know what? All the other shit at the top because of you, it also started with your slimy ass red dick dog fucking husband. Maybe if he hadn't ran to me or ran to Lauren or ran to KK or ran to every other fucking mongrel on the fucking internet and cried about you being a psycho ass bitch, maybe none of this would be happening. But he did, and that you need to look within your own fucking camp, bitch. And I've said that from jump. It's not, and I don't like Jules as far as I could throw her, but it's idiot. It's the same idiocy that pushed me and Jules back together a year or so ago. Is when you start blaming Jules and blaming me and blaming everybody. You don't make no fucking sense. Blame yourself. Blame your husband for bringing it to the internet. Mainly blame yourself, though. Because maybe if you weren't such a shit fucking person, he wouldn't have had to do what he had to do. But I'm getting real fucking tired of your bullshit, Jen. And, you know, I don't have to listen to you. I don't have the fucking time. I really haven't been. Just because you are just exhausting and annoying, and the whole fake panic attack, like, they come on as quickly as they go off. What the fuck? Who are you talking to? You know, 90% of the women and people in this community, not even just the women, 90% of the people in this community have dealt with panic attacks. Sometimes they last for hours. The fact that you thought you could come online and play this fucking like, oh, I'm having a panic attack. Oh my God, I feel threatened because sometimes they're going to stay on my neck. It's an expression. You dumbass. Like, and I, like, fuck hypocrisy. I hate your idiocy. Like, you play stupid. I don't know if you're really that stupid. I don't think so. I think you play stupid.
MC. Why? You were the only person. Why did you say that?
Because you've been assumed, because you go onto people's panels who talk about people's unborn children, who talk about their actual children, from my special needs child to my non-special needs child to my unborn child, and you're up there crying about people coming at your kids. You look like a fucking retard. You know, I wouldn't have said shit if you were on your own panel, but it's just a matter, the fact of the matter of where you were and how stupid you looked. And I said it, and fucking whoever's chat it was last night, I said, fuck you and fuck your kids. Being on whose panel you were on, you sounded like and looked like a fucking idiot. You don't like that I say that it is, say it like I feel it? Well, that's how I am. That's how I am. I'm going to say it how I feel it. And I've never been accused by a grown woman, by a spouse or a baby daddy. I've never been accused. I've never accused someone that I'm still with for doing pedophilia-like acts. I've never, I'm not sitting on a panel with someone who also has been accused of such acts. I mean, what... Does that answer your question, dumb shit? Why I said that? You don't like being called a pedophile? You don't like people reading what you've been accused of? Bitch, that shit's been going on for 20 fucking years. You're not a good person. You really need to look within yourself and make some fucking changes. Because even in 2009, before YouTube, before IG, before all of it, you were calling the police, and your friends were calling the police on you. And like I said, in what world is that fucking normal? I can't relate.
AMC?
Can't fucking relate. She's gonna mad dog the fucking screen.
Michael.
Nope. I am not Willy Wonka. I don't sugarcoat a thing, and I made it very fucking clear that I will say how I feel when I feel it.
Right now.
So you're gonna sit there and stare at the screen like a fucking...
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. I adore her. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't appreciate the shit that was said to her. If she wants to call me a cunt and a pedophile, that's fine, Nancy. You go ahead and do that. But I still support her, and I still do not think what the hell happens with her. I don't agree with it, and that's on nobody's end. So you want to be mad
hell
about
happens with me? You don't agree with it? You don't know what the hell happens with me. I get covered by those people still to this day. Like, I don't really care. They'll come into chats and say things about my kid falling out of a window. That was 4 years ago. You know, he has flourished since then. But, you know, it's mainly because I stupidly said anything to them to defend you. You have never once said anything to any of those people. In fact, when they've dragged me and they drugged me and they've talked about my children, Jen, you've picked up the phone and had conversations with Brett. You've picked up the phone and had conversations with AC. Okay. So you don't have anyone's back but your own. And you did so right after, on the cusp of them attacking me in certain places. I remember it. I made mental notes of it. Okay, they're going to attack me the night before, and then you're going to talk on the phone with them and try to buddy up with them so that they get off your back. But you defended me? Where? I feel like I'm like, I mean, honestly, if I missed it, please show me evidence of where you defended me against them. Did you privately defend me against them? Did you tell them that I'm a wonderful mom when you were on the phone with them? Like, I don't understand, because it's not something that I've seen happen. So I'm just wondering. Tater Tot, I wonder that too. Are you the Tater Tot that's accused of being Camden? Camden could come in here on her regular account. Unless she didn't want to, because she's afraid of getting, like, the bee is fucking like on a tirade right now. So people might be a little afraid to go in chat. They're like, I don't know. Can I say something in AMC's chat? Probably not. Probably don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I should have played the game a little bit smarter. See, I like to burn the house down. So it's like when me and Jules fell out, the first thing I did was run to Jen's chat to like fucking set up. Like, I was like, oh, well, we're pouring gas on fucking houses. Let's just like, let's fucking throw some lighters at it. You know, like, that's how I am. Like, and trust me, I know what I'm doing. Now, do I think like maybe I should have sat back and maybe not like supported Jen so blindly, and, you know, but it is what it is. I thought I was done arguing with her. I'm not going back and forth with her by any means, but I'm not mad that she's not hanging out at Paula's anymore. And even if she comes around, I don't really care. But because I'm not the type, I can coexist with anybody, to be honest. Like, even if Katie K started coming in to Paula's, I wouldn't, like I said last night, or was it yesterday? Like, I don't get the mind frame of being like, oh my God, like, it's the internet, like, the chat rooms. It's not fucking like the fucking Elks Lounge. Like, why are we getting so upset about who's in whose chats? Like, she's the first, and I'm telling you, it started with her. It really did, because back in the day, no one gave a shit except for this one. She started the whole, like, well, why are you in this person's chat? And I remember being like 2021 and being like, excuse me? Like, who the fuck are you to ask why I'm in someone else's chat or why anyone else is in it? If Charlie D wants to go over and watch Spit Cup, what the fuck does that have to do with you? Oh, because he's covering you? Jen, he could be like, you don't seem to understand. First of all, the new people don't know everything about you. I'm not really surprised about all those run reports. I kind of like surmise that you're kind of a dirtbag. It is what it is. I'm a dirtbag. William's a dirtbag. Deli's a dirtbag. I mean, there's different levels. I'm definitely on a lower level than them. But you're, you know, I just accepted it. I need to take a bite of my breakfast sandwich, so we're going to let this play for
But
a
I will
minute.
say this. I am not cool with anybody that read those run reports. I am not cool with it. I would not do that to anybody, and I stand by that. And Jules, you're not getting out of that. Oh, I'm a murderer now. Cool, AMC. Well, that's okay. Whatever you feel. But Jules, you know what? None of us would be arguing. We wouldn't be arguing if you wouldn't. You can't sit there and blame it on Frank. It's not how they got here. It's that they stayed. I'm team nobody. We were all supposed to have each other's backs. That's the whole reason that George started that room. And yes, I know I bring my family up a lot, but I swear to God. Not AMC, whatever. And you know what? You keep that energy. Keep that energy, AMC. I'm tired of you fucking talking to me like that. Do it. I don't.
Shut up, you dumb cunt. We should all read them. There's 100 and something pages. I don't think they've read all of them. So And their public record, you dumb. Like, I'm so tired. That's what I said again. Anyone who's okay with it, their public record. Maybe you should have thought about that before you started fighting with a bunch of people on the internet. Maybe you should have thought about what ghosts and things that you have in your fucking closet that people can dig the fuck out. You didn't. Now people are digging up your fucking skeletons. Deal with it in a different way that you are, because the way that you are is making you lose friends quickly.
I don't care. I don't agree with anything. I'm not going to argue with her. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not saying she was in Jamie. She's pissed off that I was in Deadly's. I understand where she's coming from about that. Yeah, Jules is a piece of shit. I can't drop the link, Boomer Babe, because my internet is shitty. If I drop the link, I would have no problems dropping the link if my internet can handle. I swear to God, I can't even run a banner at the bottom. Look, I would have had no problems, but it's just, Boomer Babe, my internet is horrible. Thank you, KW. Because last night she was pissed last night. She was already mad last night. Definitely not her enemy. I definitely adore the shit out of her. But let her be mad. I don't give a shit anymore. Yeah, she said last night, I guess because I was on Deadly's panel.
What did I say last night?
In my opinion, Jules, I think you're pissed off because I don't know. You did this shit, I guess, in 2023.
Why didn't you call me last night?
So you want people to back out of it and not go at me, but you want to still trash me too, Jules. That doesn't take you off of a damn thing.
You were so far up Deadly and Williams' ass that you couldn't contact me and be like, what's going on? And try to avoid the argument. I was over it last night when I said, fuck you and your kids. Like, honestly, I'm so fucking tired of hearing about your fucking kids. Because, I mean, first and foremost, what was said about, where was that? If you're a responsible mother, if you're going to sit here, it's not about being a responsible mother to me. But if you're going to cry about them being mentioned when they're grown the fucking adults, then you should get the fuck off the internet. Then you should log the fuck off. Okay? If you being questioned as your parenting somehow affects them, which it doesn't, they don't watch, they don't fucking care. I'll put money on that they're not watching and that they're not caring. Like, you would get the fuck off the internet. My kids get mentioned, but I don't cry about it at all. I don't cry about it. I don't bring it up half the time. I mean, it's the internet. People are going to use whatever they can. And the ammo when you're a mother is your children usually. I really don't. Given everything that's going on, it's really weird that you're like attacking Jules still. You know, Jules and KK just fell out because you were blaming Jules. I mean, I think maybe that was your like prerogative. I'd be embarrassed if it was my mom. Yeah, I would. That's why I wouldn't be watching. If I was if my mom was on the internet and I was in my 20s, I definitely wouldn't be watching her. I would be embarrassed. I mean, your mom could be on the internet, my mom could be on the internet making something that, you know, especially like that, the diamond art, and I would be embarrassed. So, I mean, that's your own thing, but you're the one that's bringing them to this. You're the one that's using them as a shield because they're not the ones that are being questioned. They're not the ones that are being judged. It's you. Just because they were your kids, it's not their fault, and they're not being attacked for it. But you were their mom, and you made some really questionable decisions when you had littles. And you had people calling the police on you, and you were calling the police on people, and there was investigations, and it's not normal. And for people to pull it up and question it, I mean, Even I watched KK's lives about it, not the full things, but I watched enough to be like, Jesus Christ, Jen. Like, and I told you the best thing you could do is ignore this, because you responding to it ain't gonna make it better. But you couldn't listen, could you? It does. She knows it does. She wants it to. She likes the attention that these motherfuckers give her.
You knew about those run reports. Don't talk to Cooch like that. I don't know who you think you are. You don't talk to Cooch like that.
Shut
Definitely
up.
Mod blocker, please. That's another thing. I'm getting real tired of people disrespecting Cooch. I know how it feels. She's had a lot of stuff happen to her.
Shut the fuck up.
She's my first girl crush too. And she got me some really nice, no, honestly, just don't talk shit on Cooch. That's why I couldn't drop the link. See, my internet's already messing up.
No, there's no example that has happened here. Let me.
That's why I couldn't drop the link. See,
What? Why?
Just don't talk shit on Cooch. She's my first girl crush too. And she
Why?
got me some really nice, no, honestly, just don't talk shit on Cooch. That's why I couldn't drop.
I don't know what was going on between Boomer Babe and Cooch. I don't like the way you respond to anyone. Don't tell people how to talk when they're grown-ass adults, Jen. Don't tell people how to talk to you. You don't govern that shit. You don't get to tell people how to address you. You don't get to tell people what to look up on you. It doesn't fucking work that way, ma'am. And I'm getting really fucking sick of the stupidity that comes out of your mouth. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you don't have a right to get and like mind your fucking business. Okay, I love Cooch to death now. I didn't really have a relationship with her, and then we fought for a minute there, and then now we're good. But you, just the way you go at people, you don't even know what you're talking about, and you're just blindly attacking someone. Like, you just blindly attack that person. Like, Cooch can handle herself, just like I can handle myself. Why I never needed you to attack someone like Jamie or Brett, or I never needed you to say shit back, because, again, number one, I don't cry about it, and neither does Cooch. So shut up.
Drop the link. See, my internet's already messing up.
No, there's no example of what to see here, except for bad fucking planning, and you really need to fix your background, because it's fucking annoying, okay? Like, that black and white thing on the far right towards the fucking door that's hanging off the wall, it's literally hanging like an inch over where the wall ends. Like, can you please move that to, like, next to the bed underneath the shelf? All right, and then take the other one that's next to it and make it even with the one that's underneath the fucking map with it. It's about an inch lower than the other one. It's really bothering me. And it's like, bro, you have bigger fish to fry. Fix the fucking shit behind you.
Doesn't work like that, Jules. Well, Boomer can take her 2 faces and leave.
You got about 12 eyebrows. Why don't you go to, like, European Wax and get a $10 eyebrow wax? They give you the first one's $10. Then from there on, you could just pluck and go with the shape they give you. What the fuck's wrong with your eyebrows? Of all the things that you people make fun of her for, why does no one point out her fucking eyebrows?
So, Jules, had you not shown the house and did all the shit you did, I wouldn't be in half the shit that I'm in now. So, giddy up, bitch. See, my internet. How do I get this one thing off? Oh, okay.
Your internet doesn't affect you not knowing how to use your.
I don't think Kendra. I'm going to be honest with you, and just I guess because nobody can say anything. Don't get it twisted. I don't give 2 shits about Jules, but I will tell you this: I do not like Spitface. I do not like KK. I want nothing to do with them at all. My ball's rolling definitely with the other 2, but KK, you're not off the fucking chopping block ever at all for reading those fucking run reports. And you, Jamie, same fucking thing. I don't like any of y'all.
I don't like you read my run report.
I like the people in this community.
Bitch.
But
you should have had that shit locked down. You should have known that was going to happen. If you had shit like that from 20 years ago, you should have been aware and been prepared. But I guess you forgot. See, I don't have anything in my past where people can pull up and be like looking at me like they have every right to read public records. I am so tired of you acting like public records are something that shouldn't be. It should be allowed. People need to know the kind of people they're dealing with. That's why there is the Freedom of Information Act. Everyone should have the freedom and the right to know who the fuck they're fucking with.
I agree. I can't even see Ginger. Jules, I'm not going to cover you. I'm going to let all of them deal with you, okay? Because you don't get to bring me up because you brought this shit way, way back when I left the hive, Jules. So it was okay when Sly was mad at me. It was okay when Jamie talked about me. How you know I haven't?
God.
You knew where I lived, Jules. You started the Giggler bullshit, Jules.
No.
So it was okay when Sophie and them all went after me.
Giggler.
But now, yeah. So I don't think people are very happy with you, dear. And I'm going to let the big dogs handle it. I think that would be the best.
No, I think at the end of the day, you have deflected from Jules back onto yourself pretty fucking well. Okay, Jules falls out with people all the time that cover the same people that she covers. That's not really that exciting of a show for me, to be honest. It's like people are sitting here and be like, I knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to fucking happen. It was just a matter of when. The fuck? Like, I mean, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. When KK got like those, like all those members, I thought it was going to happen then. I hate having it pop up.
I might respond. I might say things. I will not say that you're a sex trafficker. I will say former nighttime worker. But the guy that you were with, he was one. And you know what? I don't appreciate. Don't come in being rude with Cooch. I'm telling you, Cooch will override literally 95% of the people. And y'all threw those run reports on her. Me and Cooch already made peace about that. Don't bring her into it. Yeah, Cooch is good people.
That sounds fun. Do the rivers, I don't know. You're in Virginia, right? I remember the rivers in Alabama were beautiful. And that's where everyone went swimming. And like, I just can't. I'm too much of a city girl. Like, I'll go out in the middle of the fucking like Pacific Ocean, but I won't go into a river. I'm a weirdo. Different elements. I don't know. You can see to the bottom. You can't see to the bottom of the ocean. So if I could, I wouldn't be going in it. I'll tell you that right now. Jen needs to realize nobody cares about her problems. Yeah. Jen needs to realize that the more she bitches about said problems and the more she bitches at other people, it alienates anyone wanting to have her back. It makes it hard to have her back. And again, like, it's not even like I hate Deadly, I hate William thing. It's a you look like a complete fool being on their panel crying about needing to protect your children. Like, what are you talking about? No one's attacking your fucking children. No one has ever attacked your fucking children. But go off.
I don't want to fight with Damsey either. I just want, I don't know what I want. It doesn't matter, kids. You're not going to be disrespected.
You want everyone just to fucking
be disrespected in my room.
Do what you want and listen to what you want. God damn it, this damn chat.
You're okay with that run report. You were okay with it, Jules, and you said show proof. You have yet to show proof the fact about your dude. I have showed proof about my shit.
What are you talking about? I don't even know. I'm not here to defend Jules. That's for damn sure.
I think George has a live at 3 o'clock.
And Georgia told you to shut up too about this stuff. You ain't making it easier on nobody. Especially
like 2023. Yes, I hear that, Jules. I thought you had, it's like 2023. Yeah, it is. Except this time,
it is like 2020.
Get yourself involved in it. I don't know.
No, it's worse because you're not
going
to be able to play a victim again. You're not high on fucking whatever the fuck you were high on back then. You're losing it soberly, or whatever the fuck this is. But you're not high out of your mind losing it like you were in 2023. Now you're just sober and fucking slowly just going down the same fucking path of leave my kids alone and blah, 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 and I'm the victim and blah, 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 and Clint. And it's like, every time, as much as I can't stand KK a lot of the time, every time you sit here and blame KK, it just irks the living shit out of me because I'm like, if your red dick dog motherfucking boyfriend wasn't in everybody's inboxes, KK wouldn't have been a thing. My videos wouldn't have been a thing. So you really need to look like in-house, sweetheart. Fun fact is you still haven't gotten a straight answer from that motherfucker about Lauren Marie. Last time we were on the phone, you told me he just won't respond to you about it. I'll tell you what, I might be all for saying, like, don't put your hands on anybody. But if I found out a motherfucker did, a motherfucker would. Like, I'm just saying, you got some sort of self-control, bitch, if you're sitting in the house with a motherfucker who was sending rings to bitches and won't sit there and tell you the straight story. I don't know why the fuck you fucking with anyone on the internet right now. It seems like you have bigger fish to fry. Maybe scratch your cooch and smell your hand and realize it, bitch.
Was better than mine, yeah. And then Genivra pulling the incident. I didn't even know nothing about Genivra, so you were okay with that. You're okay with Maria still fucking trashing me. Maria, honestly, let me tell you something, girl. You are not involved in any of this. I don't know what Maria's got a problem with me about, but Maria, go play bingo. Maria, please go play bingo. Join a club, for
you
like
cannot help her.
Wild, that, like, walk around
Before there was, before you and the Janes and all the people that in those peak ladies that she convinced I was this horrible motherfucking person to her, I was the one that was like in her ear trying to help her along with Amber. It was like Amber was her first friend on the internet. I was like her second friend on the internet. And then she like backstabbed me and went off with all you girls. And for whatever reason, maybe I'm not just your cup of tea. Maybe it's because of shit she said. I don't know. But she convinced a whole fucking lot of you that I was like this evil, manipulative, evil person. And since then, a lot of you haven't liked me. And I'm sure it's because of things that she put in the ether. I'm sure I didn't make it any better because I have a mouth on me. When people don't like me, I tend to not be very nice. But it started with her. You know what I mean? She had no reason to make that whole group of you women hate me, other than it was just like a hobby for her. You've done me wrong, or like she's done me dirtier or as dirty as she's done everybody. And why the fuck I have been sitting here fucking like, you don't deserve a friend like me, Jen. You don't deserve a friend who's honest with you. You deserve the friends that are going to tell you, fuck you, Jen. And then 10 minutes later, you're going to call them and shut them up. That's the kind of friends you deserve. I was actually like, good for Brenna for finally sticking up to Jen. But you know what? At the same time, I completely understand why they might not want to fight with you, because it's exhausting. And they're not, really at the forefront of it. They're just your friends, they're subscribers. So I can kind of see why they also dial it back and just whatever. I don't think Brenna in any way, shape, or form is blindly supporting Jen. I think that everyone saw a little bit more of who Jen is through these run reports. I don't have 20-year-old fucking people. I don't have people from 20 years ago saying that I did X, Y, Z. They didn't call the cops and say it. They didn't tell their best friends it. I have fought with a lot of friends over the years prior to the internet. We never fucking called the police on each other. The police might have been called then if one of us had, because we probably would have whooped one of each other's asses if we found out that happened. So again, it wasn't just your friends calling on you. You called up there a lot too. And again, if anyone has those, amzors84@gmail.com, amzbeloved@gmail.com, amzgo@gmail.com. All of those are viable email addresses, and you can send me them because I would love to read them. I'm not even going to read them publicly. I just want to read them because people are sitting here on Reddit telling me that X, Y, Z, X, Y. I don't know. How would I know this? Trust me, I stayed the fuck in the bushes too. No, I know we're good now, and that's awesome. And I never had an issue with any of you women or any of you ladies. Like, it was just like I don't know what she said or what she did, but she made me look real fucking bad, and it was for no fucking reason. That was back in 2020, 2021. There was no reason other than she just didn't want her new friends to like me. Basically, I think that's what it was. At the end of the day, she just didn't want you guys to like me. And, I should have backed away then and never came back. But here we are, 6 years later, and she can't understand why I might tell her to F her and her fucking kids. Well, she's on a panel with two guys that fucking attack mine all the fucking time. It's just, again, they could be attacking anyone's kids. And it looks stupid. Well, thank you for coming out of the bushes. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a time and a place, if you've been around long enough, that Jen is playing dumb. Because she's not stupid. You watch these old lives with her and Savage, or her and, other people, and she knows what the fuck, standing on someone's neck is, or icing someone out means. She acts all like, oh, it's an excuse for me to call the police. It's never an excuse to call the police. Okay? Like, someone needed to teach you don't call the cops unless someone's dead. And even then, you got to figure some shit out before you dial the police, okay? Even if it's an accident, you still got to get your story straight, all right? Because when the police come, you're not going to have your story straight, even if you did nothing wrong, okay? So I'm not for calling the police unless you really, 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 really fucking have to. So why you and your friends were calling the police on each other fucking 20 years ago is fucking weird. Okay. That's the main reason why I want to read them, just because I want to see what idiocy was transpiring there. And it makes you realize that you just like drama. It doesn't matter if it's on the internet or if it's with some 300-pound bitch and some married dude. Like, you just like drama. And that's fine. Admit that. And you like to be the center of the fucking drama.
Mm-hmm. Gone wild that like walk around with canes and like smack people in the head. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't even have nothing to say about Maria diarrhea. I had nothing to say, and you still going over there running your mouth about me and George. Maria, I don't know what keeps you up all night if you want to insinuate things, but Maria, you're a disgusting human being. In fact, Maria, I never thought that I would say this. Maria.
You're going to get me to fucking defend Maria. Like, I think Maria's working usually if she's in the middle of the night. Now, why? If it wasn't for you, her and George wouldn't be fighting also. Like, you're the catalyst of everybody fighting, bitch. You're the catalyst now of fucking KK and fucking Jules fighting. It all comes back to your ass.
Whew. I really got to say this, because you guys got to understand this is going to be a big thing for me.
It's going to be big for her, guys. Not
big
this forehead,
this is a big thing for me, just so you know. Maria, you are worse.
What the fuck?
Maria, you are worse than AC. I said it. You are worse than AC. It's hard for me to get it up there.
What?
You are.
What is
Maria?
that?
You are the devil. You are the fucking devil. And I like AC more than you. AC.
Of course you do. He has got a dick between his legs.
Now, what does that say to you guys? If that isn't changed,
he's a married man. Of course you like AC more than Maria. The fuck? I'm just gonna say that straight up. And that's your bread and butter, bitch. And it is. You don't need to read a Red Report to know that, or we've known that since she got with Clint. He was married to Tracy. Tracy was in fucking rehab, and he was sitting outside the rehab crying about it. You said, hey, come to Ohio. I don't know why the fuck he went. Like, I mean, I'll tell you, the desert's hard. The desert's tough. And Arizona and New Mexico are very similar. It's kind of like Mississippi and Alabama. Okay. Or Virginia and West Virginia. I don't know. But like it's pretty much a so I can understand the allure of getting the fuck out of the desert. Especially if you're living in your car. I can really understand it. But I mean, he was a married man. That's all the examples we need. And every other guy that she's been with has been a married man. Except for Vince, maybe. And I don't think I honestly don't think she was ever with Vince like that.
And learn, you know,
I don't
like
know.
AC more than you, Maria. Yeah, I do. I never thought I would say that. I like AC more than you, Maria. I do. Because no matter what I do, you are all up in my business. So, yeah, if you could drop the links for everybody, that'd be great.
No, he's not. He definitely is a normal person.
No, Maria is a succubus. You know what a succubus is? I don't know what a succubus is, but I'm going to find out. But you also a succubus.
Succubus?
I'm going to find out what it is because I know succubuses can't be that great. Let me see here, Maria.
Dude, I swear.
What is a succubus?
Oh. A succubus is a female demon, appearing in dreams to seduce men. The belief was that repeated encounters could harm a person's health. The male equivalent is called an incubus. Some believe the myths about these creatures were used to explain sleep paralysis.
Sounds more like you, Jen, just FYI.
I thought I would never say this. Momo.
And I thought I would never say that.
Yes, Maria. Momo. God, that's so like weird to say that. I've never called her Momo. That was one thing I told Cooch and everybody. Never call that woman Momo. Well, you Momo now. I looked at her freaking community tab, girl. You are. So.
I don't know. I guess they've been going off on their community tabs.
So I don't want to bring up my kids. I'm not trying to. I know I bring up a lot of stuff, but those fucking reports come back from that shit because that's way, way hard. But Jules, I'm telling you, I listened to George's live and you said that you had the packet. So you knew, maybe not pulled it, but you knew about that packet. So.
That's true. That's fucking true. I mean, the whole situation is kind of weird. You have a panic attack, you meet a firefighter, ambulance firefighter, or whatever, the EMT firefighter. He helps you with your panic attack and you move in with him. I mean, something's missing there. Part of the story or otherwise, yeah, it's very weird. Now I'm starting to have thoughts and I'm just like, oh my God.
I don't think I'm an inspiration. I think I'm a piece of shit. I think I've made a lot of bad decisions. But what I will say is nobody in my family, I don't give a shit. I understand y'all like the Cheesecake Factor. That's great. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Wonderful. It did help out with my kid. However, I'm not looking to be no inspiration. I'm just looking to find, show the truth and everything like that. That's it. I don't like fighting with AMC, but I mean, it is what it is. She's got people that I don't know. It's just bullshit. People get on deadly about a guy is no fucking bad. It's disgusting. I do not like him.
The way that you can't save Deadly, and Deadly is not your children. Deadly is also not the age of your children. I don't think any of your children are 30. Okay, I think they're at least 5 years younger than that, even the oldest. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my math's off. But what the fuck? I only have 14 minutes left, and it's going to kick me off. How have I been going for 2 hours already? Like, God, that is really how much I've been holding it in and how annoyed with you I've been lately. And the shit that I've taken for being just a little bit not, like, on your ass for this, I've gotten full-ass streams done on me. Again, not once did I go to the internet and cry about it. They're like, Jen doesn't ever defend me. Jen doesn't ever, never, ever. Why are they attacking me? I don't fucking care. And I don't like people like you that do care. You care way too fucking much. I told you to ignore it. The only thing you can do with this is ignore it. There's nothing you can do otherwise. And what do? You start fighting with all of them. You're so weird. It's so fucking weird. I just lost another press-on nail. God damn. It's probably taking all these baths I've been taking because my pregnant ass be tired and in pain. Anyways.
But AC is he's better. I like him better than Maria. God, that's so hard for me to get that on my throat.
Dude,
all right,
so dramatic, and it's so not acted properly. Like your acting of being, your dramatization is off. Just like I said, with
you guys don't worry about the stuff with AMC right now. She's going to be mad, and I'm going to be the pedophile, and that's what I.
Bitch, I've never been called a pedophile. I've never been accused of being a pedophile. You know what? Actually, let me take this back. Let me dial it back a little bit. I've never been called a pedophile by anyone else besides you, bitch.
Mm-hmm. You did, Jules.
There's a big reason why I had to play.
I mean, I've responded, definitely.
Mm-hmm. In 2023, when you were losing it and telling people that I was selling my children, that's when I had to start fucking. And then I think, you know, whoever was playing your body cam footages, I started seeing that you were basically blaming me every time the fucking cops came and telling them that I was selling my kids and atrocious things that you should never tell the law about someone, especially when it's just coming out of your sick, twisted mind. And my kids were little then, sweetheart. My kids were like 4 and 5. They weren't 9 and 10. Not that that's grown or anything, but you know, I was a full-fledged stay-at-home mom with 2 little toddlers, barely, you know, out of toddling. So I felt the need to pull FOIAs on you and then play them and show people how much you were lying. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you're losing your mind or what, you do the same shit.
But not the real life shit. I don't think there's anybody else I need to talk about. Go where you want to go where you're celebrated.
But not to Jamie's, not to this person, not to that person, not to this, not to that. Don't do this, don't do that. Here's the beauty secrets glue. All
it ain't fun, Jules. It's definitely not fun.
On.
I don't know why you backed out of it now when you brought a lot of this shit here, but it is what it is.
I sound like Jen. Thank you. I'm going to take your advice, but I am, because these motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Just be popping the fuck off. I knew I just probably need like a better glue.
Do they have lives outside of YouTube? I'm probably on YouTube as much, but I do get out.
But
I don't know. I have anxiety a lot of times. I don't know why that is. If I go to like I'm sure other people deal with it, but if I go to like, you know, I can't believe AMC called me a pedophile. It's a fucking asshole, man.
I can't believe you're on the fucking panels with Dudley and William and crying about people attacking your children when they have attacked mine, like as of like probably last night. I mean, I don't remember exactly, but I mean, no one has referred to your children as the fucking helmet crew, but William said that about my children. I only have 1 special needs child, and I got 3 kids. 1 on the way. We don't know yet. Jameson, again, is autistic. That is not the equivalent of needing a helmet. But even if he did need a helmet and just sat around beating his head on the wall, you don't talk about someone's children like that. And then you go on that panel and you're crying about your children being mentioned when they're not even being mentioned. You're being mentioned. And it does take us back to 2023 because you sound like you're losing your mind again. You're going down that same rabbit hole. You just aren't fucking doped the fuck up. That's the only difference. Or at least not on the same thing, if so.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, you, like, take some dope. It might make this more interesting. Get up and dance for us, bitch.
Oh, okay.
Dance, bitch, dance.
You know, even with Spit Cup, I don't really care. Honestly, he would have never known. Actually, Jamie wouldn't have known me if it wasn't for you. I think that's correct. Yeah, Jamie wouldn't know me if it wasn't for you. Brett wouldn't know me if it wasn't for you. So actually, yeah, it was because of you, I feel like, in my opinion.
No, they wouldn't know
but that's it.
You if it wasn't for them following that Frank guy around, who you went and found and thought could scare Jules away. You brought that person into this. Oh my God. See, it's this kind of shit that I just can't take. I just can't take the stupidity. And I've been really taking, yes, me, Amber's, Siwa, at least the 3 of us. I feel like there was more. possibly Amanda Fairjar. I can't remember. 2023 was a blur, but I know it was a big reason why Siwa was covering her, because she was talking about Siwa the same way she was talking about me. It's a big reason why Amber was on her ass, and Amber's the one that was calling the police. And Amber will admit it. She was sending the cops there left and right because of the shit Jen was saying. I was not, but every time they showed up, she was blaming them on an Amy Gail Orris. And I'm like, giving them my full fucking government name. I guess I'm going to have to pull these motherfuckers too and play them. You know, like, and it's the same thing she's doing now. You're doing the same thing now. You're just amping these motherfucking people up. And now you got me fucking laying into your ass. Like, I mean, if Jules going to lay off, I might as well lay into it because I'm sick and tired of it. You don't deserve any sort of slack right now. If anything, you deserve more heat put on to you. So maybe you'll finally get the fuck off the internet for everybody's sake, including your own. But you're not going to do that. I know Deli keeps saying I'm not pregnant. He can't add. He doesn't know the proper gestation of. It seems like a lot. He's not the only one. Not the only one that said that. He is the only one that said that I'm faking it, except for baby William. But some people, other people are like, "You haven't had that baby yet?" I'm like, "No, I'm not 39 weeks yet. Hopefully, I'm being induced in 39 weeks. So I've got like a week and a half left. I really hope that they do that because I really just want this baby out. I also am afraid of going into sporadic labor. I don't know why, but I'm having like major. They talk about panic attacks. Like I've had actual panic attacks because we don't live very close to the hospital. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have the baby in the car. Like I'm going to like all the things are going through my head. Like all these, you know, and it's like, fuck you, Instagram. They keep sending me fucking reels of like people like having to like say goodbye to their stillborn child. And I'm like, that can't happen because then they're all going to use it against me. And I don't, you know, obviously I don't want my child to die. So it's just like, why IG, why? Like, it's just giving me PTSD like no other. The fucking midwife yesterday is talking about having to manually remove a placenta without an epidural. And I'm like, why? New fear unlocked. Like, what? like, what? That sounds horrible. Like, what? Well, I talk about panic.
So Jules, you may want to start covering some content, dear. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. People have a right to be mad. So Jules, you may want to start covering some content, dear. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. People have a right to be mad at you, sweetheart.
Listen, Jules, this is not. This is like you. I don't know. I don't know.
I think what Maria's mad about is Maria's just not getting attention. Maria's not the queen person anymore. This is going to be very, very, very.
That new community might be a little bothered by her because I think they think it's more about the money. It's not about them making money. It's about KK making money. So I don't, you know, but they're friends with KK. I think they definitely like KK more than they like Jules. So she kind of shot herself in the foot and then shot herself in the foot again. Why? I don't know. Like, again, her and Jen are kind of one and the same. Craziness, mental illness, etc., etc.
This is going to be very, very interesting. Very, to say the least. Mm-hmm.
What is going to be interesting? You're making it all about you.
My life. I cannot stand her. I do not like KK. I want nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with her. I did not call your probation.
Then how about you get up and go into the fucking living room and tell Clint to go fuck off for bringing KK into it? How about you get offline and go tell the real person that should be told to go fucking kick rocks? Tell him to go kick some fucking rocks. Don't put your hands on him. I would, but don't put your hands on him.
Officer, but I can tell you this. That's not how you should behave. I do not like her. I never will like KK. I think she's disgusting. I think what she did to my husband, even though Clint was just as bad about it, but her reading my run reports, oh, no. Never with her. I'm not weak. Karma, if anything, I got different.
Good. I might watch for once. Oh, you're talking about Jules? I did watch him yesterday. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like the end because he had the non-rewind on. So I was like forced to watch it, but I wasn't mad at it. You know, like, but this is gonna fucking end, so I might as well end it. Why are they so bothered by Jen? They've not gone real life on her that I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who's they? Which ones? You mean the spit show people? Spit show, shit show. I think that they just really have dug their teeth into Jen. That's my opinion. But they've not gone real life. They've just gotten third-hand public records. So that's not real life. I understand that it's probably embarrassing. I get all of that. But it's like, if you've got that kind of background, or if you've dealt with the police like that, and you lived at the same house for like 20 years, like, she should have expected this to come out at some point. Like, that's just my opinion. But I've been going for about 2 hours. That's all it allows. See if anyone else will go in live. If not, we'll see if she has something to say later, and maybe we'll pick this up part 2 in a little bit. I'm going to go check in with the children's and all the fam bam and stuff. Let's see. Complicated. Should I play complicated for Jen? Wow, you gotta be gifting so much.
Life's like this.
Life's like this. All right, see you guys later.
That's the way it is.
Weird. No, I don't see it.
That's the way it is.
Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you would see.
No, we
I
can't see
like
it.
you the way you are when we're driving in your car and you're talking to me one-on-one, but you become somebody else round everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, you look like